Fala aí pessoal, sejam todos bem-vindos ao canal Next Gameplay e estamos aí com o game Vampyr, certo? Vamos continuar aí com esse jogo em live, certo? Capítulo 3, Causas e Efeitos. Esse é o próximo capítulo aí que nós iremos jogar. Tá? O Vampyr é um jogo de suspense aí, tá galera? Você que tá chegando agora e não sabe, é um jogo de suspense, de RPG, mistura um pouco de ação, combate, uma gameplay legal e eu tô gostando muito, né? Tem umas partes assim que até assusta um pouco, parece terror, lembra um pouco assim, né? E o cenário dele lembrou bastante Bloodborne, mano. Quem jogou Bloodborne, o cenário lembra um pouco o cenário do Bloodborne, tá? Mas a dificuldade dele não é a dificuldade de jogos do estilo Souls, né? Mas só o cenário mesmo, tá? Até agora, em nenhum momento eu achei que o jogo me deixou com raiva de ser muito difícil. Então, tem uma dificuldade, mas não é tão exagerada. Vamos continuar então aqui. Galera que tá chegando, que não conhece o canal, mano, se possível aí me ajudar, é muito importante. Ativa a sua inscrição, ativa aí o sino de notificação, certo? Para vocês não perderem os vídeos novos do canal. Toda semana eu posto vídeo e deixe um like, beleza galera? Muito bom também você deixar seu like aí pra ajudar. Eu tava numa live quase agora do UFC e agora eu vou fazer a live do Vampyr, mano. Daqui a pouquinho eu já vou descansar porque amanhã é outro dia de trampo, né velho? Então a gente tem que trampar, ajudar dentro de casa, que é importante. Pra gente tentar ter o nosso tempo também pra poder fazer nossas coisas que a gente gosta, né mano? Salve aí pro Fernando Cafofo Games, mano. O cara me deu uma força na outra live lá também. E é parceiro, né, mano? Cadê? Vamos lá. Nível 14. Tamo aqui. Aqui, ó. Conte a Edgar sobre o sangue de Haas. Vamos lá. Vou ativar aqui o modo de visão para saber, Dr. Edgar, aqui. Tá nessa sala? Eu não vou te comer. Tá? Fica nesse daqui.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe.
Really?
Mano, analise o sangue, os sintomas eram diferentes na França. É tão óbvio, analise o sangue.
I've just looked at the...
I see.
This disease...
Mano, eu vou adiantar aqui os diálogos, galera, senão a gente vai ficar com muito tempo. Eu fiz os outros vídeos, demorou muito a live. Nada que eu possa divulgar. Sim, vamos prosseguir aqui.
Yes. Unlike the flu, there's a lot... What on...
Why?
Fala muito, é perigoso demais. Cheguei a considerar. Londres pode se tornar meu reino.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree.
We'll just...
No,
yes?
I'm afraid
My sister...
she's...
I see.
I'm so...
Olho estava no túmulo. O olho estava no túmulo. Capítulo 3. O olho estava no túmulo. Vá no cemitério de Stonebridge. Vamos lá. Onde é esse? Vamos ver no mapa aqui se está muito longe. Aqui, tá nessa parte aqui, no seu lado. Certo. Vamos rapidão.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth.
No lado certo.
It's about what happened to us. I swear.
Pra cá. Esse jogo só seria melhor se fosse dublado, né, mano? Se fosse dublado, esse jogo seria melhor. The Black Wall.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Tem o cara ali, ó. Novato. Nível 14. Vamos dar uma olhada aqui desse lado antes. Dá pra entrar. Isso aqui eu vou dar uma volta, né? Acho que é pra esse caminho mesmo aqui que eu tenho que ir. Cemitério aqui. Atirador da... Tem uns caras ali, eu acho, mano. Só tem um, será? Vou pegar ele bem na moral. Tem mais. Esse cara aqui é nível 14, nível 16, mano. Já foi fácil, de boa. Fiquei meio preocupado. O cara não me atacou por quê, mano? Olhando paradão. Tem outro ali, ó. Eu pego ele.
Let's pivot.
Tem mais dois ali, né? Tem os caras que estavam do outro lado. Tem três, mano. Tem um, dois e tem outro ali na outra porta. Também que eles não estão vindo tudo junto ao mesmo tempo. Ainda bem. subir ali. Aqui foi onde eu já tinha passado já. Desse lado de cá que tem que ir pra cá. Não tem nada pra pegar aqui não, algumas coisas quebram. Quer dizer, acho que é muito importante não.
Sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Viúva em apuros, nova investigação. Eu vou por aqui, né?
Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help! Who are you? What do you want? Somebody help!
Boa. Vou ajudar a mulher que tá com medo aí.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Shaoshun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Não tem nada pra falar com ela. Senhor de informação. Ela seria o que? Nível 2? Enfeitiçar. Dá pra enfeitiçar? Pressione a informação. Ela é nível 3, então não tem como. Pressione para informação. Não dá não. Então adeus. Viúva em apuros. Agora o estava. Participe discretamente do funeral do Myrick. Pra onde? Será que tá pra cá? Tá pra esse lado de cá. velho? É aqui no caminho certo? É pra cá mesmo? Pra cá não é. Um labirinto aqui, mano. Deixa eu ir pra cá, eu acho. Pra cá, depois dar uma volta, mano. Pra cá. Ixi, deu muita volta. Pra cá de novo. Depois vira pra cá.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Seria bom se ele conseguisse salvar a irmã dele dando sangue dele, né? Pra tentar ser vampira também, porque... Pô, mancada, mano. O cara mata a irmã logo no começo do jogo, velho.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search
mano,
of me.
firmeza? Hello.
And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts.
Ativa a inscrição aí, irmão.
They
Muito
echo
obrigado,
in
viu?
my head.
Tamo junto.
Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Se possível, deixa
Jonathan,
o like
stop.
também, que
Listen
ajuda
carefully.
muito o canal,
You
beleza?
must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
You may be right.
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries, and time has taught me to deal with guilt, if not erase it.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Bom, vamos lá. Qual que é agora o próximo? Vá até a igreja de Santa Maria. Vamos olhar no mapa aqui. Não tá longe daqui não. Vamos lá então. Vamos pegar o caminho da madrugada aqui. Provavelmente deve passar alguns carinhas chatos aqui. Deve ter, né? Provavelmente. Alguns carinha do mal.
This is no place for you, sir. Stop now! Crush the leech, boys! What's up with the team?
Beleza, tranquilinho. Vamos por esse caminho mesmo aqui. Mas esteja tranquilo aqui de boa, velho.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Caramba, isso daí é vampiros bravos, hein?
Ascalon does not approve of
Ai, deu
lone
medo
wolves
agora,
who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
Cara, é bruto, hein, mano? Tamanho daquele maluco, velho.
These
Monstrão.
immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Provavelmente a gente vai ter que tretar com ele logo logo, hein? Pensei que nós ia dar uma treta aqui brava. coisa não? Acho que não. Vou seguir reto aqui. Acho que é naquela igreja que eu tava, aquela lá. Falei?
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
Este é um assunto particular. Não preciso de ouvido amigo. Não preciso de companhia. Este é um assunto
You seem to
particular.
me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son.
Não há segredo.
If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
É um assunto particular.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Bom. Agora eu não sei o que tem que fazer. Vamos ler ali. Encontre ele no artigo do hospital. Agora eu vou voltar pro hospital de novo. Agora é uma caminhadinha, hein?
There.
Mano,
I confessed
com os caras
to
aqui
that
da outra
figure.
vez e eu perdi. Será que eu vou perder?
Do I feel better?
Os caras também, né, mano?
Only
O
time
nível
will
dos
tell.
caras talvez era muito alto e eu acabei perdendo.
Get them weapons ready!
Tem mais? Bom, os caras estavam aqui de baixo, não era esses de cima não. Era daqui de baixo aqui. Nível 15 e
I'd step back, sir. Oi, you! Stop there!
Mano, eu não sei o que aconteceu, como eu
It's
que
one
cara
of them.
fácil, mano.
It's a killer! Boo!
Perdi pro cara não. Porra. Eu não tinha conseguido passar da outra vez por aqui, entendeu? Tava meio treta. Bom. É o lobão, velho. Nome, velho. Bom, matei. Matei o lobisomem. Caramba, que medo, velho. Lobisomem chato pra caramba. Curar, né, irmão? Importante. Importante se curar. Onde tá tendo esse barulho, velho? Será que eu vou aqui, mano? Tem bastante caminho aqui, né? cara aqui. Essa área não tinha vindo ainda. Eu já manjo o que tem aqui. Será que dá pra acessar? Mataram o cara, hein? Será que dá pra acessar essa porta aqui? Não dá. É outra. Não dá pra acessar aqui, mano. Passar pra cá. Cá pra ir pro hospital tem que descer e depois virar. Não dá chance pros caras não.
Best stay back, sir. Da hora que tá aparecendo vários lobisomens agora, tá ficando mais da hora, mano. Não tava aparecendo tanto lobisomem assim não. Acho que é pra cá que eu tenho que ir, né, mano? Deixa eu voltar ali pra cima ali. Ver se dá pra ir por aqui também. Tem os caras na ponte ali, mas não quero tratar com aqueles caras agora não. Esses caras estão no mesmo lugar, é os caras que eu já tinha matado já.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Pare com esse enigma. O que é você? Por que você me escolheu?
You selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the God.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
You want to restore peace in the hospital again?
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Do you really believe they would come for us here? In such a public venue?
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Capítulo 3 ainda, o Santo Triste de Estrange. Vamos ver então essa missão também. Acho que é. Outro lado, esse lado aqui eu não explorei ainda muito não, eu acho. As docas. As docas é onde a gente começou, na verdade, né? Voltar lá nas docas. Bom seria se tivesse viagem rápida.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
The daily routine.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me?
That Mr. Hampton.
And did you...
No,
Where is...
I don't know.
Did you see...
I think...
Goodbye, Nurse.
Oh, John.
Yes.
Jonathan.
Forgive me.
I'm all...
Have you...
Her name?
Is there...
Yes. Over... What more?
He would...
For...
What...
The ass...
I have...
Now that's...
Thank you, my lady.
How may
I have
Now that... I don't have... Very...
Thank you, my lady.
Vamos olhar se estou no caminho certo para esse lado mesmo. Acho que é. As docas é pra cá mesmo, né? Acho que é isso mesmo. Ok, não.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Tem a cama aqui.
It's locked, all right.
Nada. Vamos usar essa bancada aqui para ver o que dá para fazer de melhoria. Já pro nível 3. Nível 3 já.
reciclar esse negócio aqui tudo aquilo. Eu posso reciclar ou eu posso vender. Vou reciclar. Essa daqui ainda. Tá bem de boa agora. Deixa eu ver aqui se dá pra mexer nas armas que eu quero. Acho que é aqui. Que eu troco, eu acho, será? É. Vou usar essa no lugar. O machadinho também, né, mano? O machadinho eu não melhorei. Deixa eu ver se dá pra melhorar o machadinho. Caramba, o machadinho precisa de um negócio ali, velho. Nem uso arma, dá pra melhorar ela agora. Esse daqui dá pra melhorar? Também não dá. Também não dá. Bom, suave.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
Vou deitar na cama aqui pra ver se tem outras coisas pra melhorar também. Aqui é nível 1 ainda. Dá pra melhorar isso aqui, nível 2 também. esse daqui também. Não vai dar agora não. Vou confirmar. Ainda, mas vamos lá, né? Deixa eu ver aqui. Essa porta aqui é melhor? Aqui eu vou sair já numa outra parte.
Lead spotted! Watch out, boys! It's on him! It's on him! He's done for!
This is despicable.
Pra cá ou pra cá? Acho que é pra cá, isso mesmo. Do lado de cá.
He's mine! Leech! That's gonna hurt!
Já era. Nível 17. O outro ali é qual? Tem uns 3 caras ali. Tem que namorar por aqui agora. Mas acho que eu tenho que atravessar, mano. Tem que atravessar, eu tenho que trombar esses caras. Eu tenho que trombar esses caras, mano.
Die, Christ, he's dead! Shit, that leech is over there! There's one of them vermin!
Vamos continuar reto aqui, que é pra cá que eu tenho que ir. Tá próximo já do objetivo.
This is not a place for you, sir. See them fancy clothes? This one's There's one of them! Watch yourselves! See them fancy clothes? This one's He's dead!
cá e vai pra cá. Já tô perto já. Tô no ponto aqui, ó. Colete informações sobre a localização desse santo. Vamos conversar aqui com essa moça.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
What can you tell me about...
I'm a business...
gang member?
If you're in...
You're quite blunt.
I like...
I'm not in...
Fair enough.
Since my...
That's exactly...
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife, and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes.
What can you tell me?
You can't trust...
Really?
Bastards.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the grave dig...
Looting...
Whatever.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have...
Oh. Oh. Eu gastei com um monte de coisa, né? Eu não olhei o preço, saindo comprando cabação.
Good evening, Miss.
Hello.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
Oh.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that?
Yes, Doctor.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money. sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Been a while since we've seen any new faces round here.
Mark my words, miss.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't
Don't take it.
Yes, you had definitely.
I'm Jason Delay.
What do you do? Why do
Maybe it's...
you sound very...
That's because I...
Don't you...
Is that it?
No.
Let me...
All right. What kind?
It was...
You lost. I'm...
It's okay.
Is there...
That's it.
No...
Let me tell...
Another... Is there...
That's it.
What?
Sinister.
He's the kind of prey I hunt, Billy.
I'm looking...
I really...
Who could?
About this.
Surely...
Sure.
Sounds...
No.
Do you...
No.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even...
No.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney. Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define?
My name...
A vampire?
I know what you're
Mr. Throgmorton.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad...
What can you...
Did you hear...
It's...
But it's my...
So...
I patrol...
Can I?
Actually...
Are you asked...
If you would...
How do you...
It's simple.
Have you ever...
Of course...
I'm looking for...
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour.
Really?
It's nothing personal.
I could...
All I will...
Maybe at least...
Tell you what.
Have you heard...
Of course.
Were you...
I did.
So you...
Vampire...
Goodbye. Good evening, Mr.
Doc...
Goodbye.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me...
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening.
You remember? Of course. Thank you.
I'm...
What can you...
That's not...
Who? How it...
Oh, since...
Nice.
Summit.
How could a... Doctors...
Oh,
You're something...
I'm only pouring alcohol.
Tom?
I heard this.
I believe he returned.
Oh, I bet you...
Please.
Oh, I don't like...
The important thing is I find...
Why not try his night asylum?
Where is it?
It's it.
Goodbye, Mr. Watt.
Abrigo noturno. Então vamos lá.
There's gotta be something with the epidemic nowadays. Go outside.
Eu não sei se dá pra ir por aqui, mas vamos tentar ver se a gente consegue. Atravessar ali. Tem um lobisomem ali, tem um cara, esse é doido. É pra ser aqui, né? Acho que é aqui.
Seems like the guard of Prewen is on Sean Hampton's trail, too.
Die, beast!
Want some of this?
Don't like...
Crush the leech, boys! Die, Bernie!
Vamos lutear agora, vamos ver se tem bastante coisa aqui. Bom, ele tem que estar por aqui, né? Agora ele está em outras docas. Tem que procurar ele, tem que ir atrás. Se não está nessa, tem que ir em outra. Abrir essa porta aqui. Tá, de boa. Tem que achar um caminho para ir pra lá. Aqui dá pra ir também?
baixo aqui tem gente também, mano. Tem que bater de frente com muito cara aqui, mano.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
O bug que os caras ficou lá, o bug dos caras. Os caras não saem da porta. É mole.
Oh, that's gonna smart. I'll kill it! This is not the place for you, sir.
not welcome here, sir.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening.
Have we met?
No.
That's quite...
Sir?
I'm looking for Sean.
What is it?
May I...
I'm kidding.
What?
Coulson.
As a...
Oh.
What can you tell me?
Tell you what.
If you have some...
Oh.
You don't know? You're right.
I read.
May I ask?
I'm killing.
As I...
Oh.
Why?
Coulson.
What can you
tell you what?
You don't know. You're right.
I read.
You speak...
You better.
You lost.
Those but
Isn't
a few.
What really happened?
I drank.
I'm looking for Sean.
What is it?
Well, I'll leave.
Yeah, people are still working at this time, while you're all slurping soup before bed.
It's locked.
What have we here? Lost your horse, Governor? Or are you just out of your mind?
Good evening, ma'am. And what...
You want...
Is it not...
As long as...
Are you...
Mr...
What...
It's just...
What...
It may be a...
You...
No?
Well, I...
Glad to...
I'm looking...
Mr. Hampton...
He was a...
I see.
Goodbye, Miss Pack.
This Seymour worries me. Perhaps Sean will know something about him. I know I promised you I'd make everything right. It's not been that simple.
It's locked.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Is it all that worries you, Sean?
This is a blessing for me, to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy.
Since you left Pembroke?
Ask what you will.
Aren't you a...
We are blessed.
Do you think...
If that is your...
But you...
No, not...
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Scal managing an asylum.
And what of you?
And what about...
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul.
Why did you kill me?
Kill?
So you claim Miss...
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost. Separated from the...
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little...
How do you plan to do that?
Take... I'll be...
Bom, tem que fazer o que agora? A fama precede o homem. Missão principal. Localize a entrada do esgoto.
I'd head back if I were you, sir. Not a safe place. It ain't human. Kill it! Murdering bastard! God walks! Fear no evil. He's the Lord's work here.
Every hole without rat could be hiding in plague.
Select! Kill!
Entrada do esgoto, hein? acho nada a ver os logins desse jogo, né, mano? Mas eu tô gostando pra caramba de jogar ele. Só que o loading dele é muito ruim, demora muito, mano. Sair de um portão pro esgoto, velho. Poderia ter pensado nisso melhor, mano. O jogo graficamente não é pesado, não é nem aquele jogo bonito graficamente, mas ele tem uma gameplay da hora. Meio limitado essa questão, mas enfim, né? Explore o esgoto.
That doesn't work. So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
It's locked, all right.
Fazer o quê aqui?
It's locked.
Mano, o que tem que fazer esse esgoto, velho? Será que tá no lugar certo, mano?
It's locked, all right. That doesn't work.
Agora abriu, né?
I cannot enter.
Aí, mais uma treta.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity. Learn to respect the laws of Ascalon! Whilst you vanished, I'll slaughter these skulls while singing your name. The hand that crushes all. And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle. Crushes all. Foolish Ekon. Slow as a snail. Blood.
Down, stay down. I shall crush you.
Quase, velho. Esse boss tá chato. Agora sim tem um boss de desafio mesmo, viu? Não tá fácil. Caracas, mano. Bichão nervoso, hein?
shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon! How are you coming? Lest you vanished, I'll slaughter these skulls while singing your name! crush us all! Return to your apothecary and needles. Down, stay down. And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle. I shall crush you. Your blood is now mine. Foolish Ekon! I shall crush you. Your blood is now mine.
Troféu conquistado, derrote a fera. Na live fica tudo escuro a tela ali, né, mano? Mas mostra tipo uma conquista, tá ligado? Bom, explore o esgoto. Convence a Elosun a voltar para... Beleza. Tem que sair daqui do... Explorar mais aqui o esgoto, provavelmente, hein? Pra cá agora.
At least one Skull escaped Virgil's wrath. The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far.
Não sei se pra lá tem alguma coisa. Volta aqui. Aqui onde eu ia sair, né? Provavelmente ia sair aqui.
pra um labirinto aqui.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst. This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves, if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scow.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So is it you that...
Perhaps.
He was
And why is that?
Sean...
If you
Harriet Jones...
No.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body...
Thank you. I will bear that.
Keep your distance, Echo. Oh, Bridget allowed me to wander above some years back. It was unpleasant. We're at your mercy. Will you end us? Ascalon has stalked us for ages.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you...
How do you feel?
I can't.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry.
Does the pain ever...
It is not...
Your room, the blood.
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin.
Do you take pleasure in...
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear.
I have a question of the utmost importance.
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are similar, but not the same, Harriet.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the...
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight?
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted...
You sought vengeance by...
I don't...
Who was that?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they...
And these shadows...
It's...
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name.
Questions about...
Nothing, Doctor.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to...
Why do you...
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the...
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the Guard of Priwen. The Ascalon.
We are the Sewer Skulls.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you? Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding on...
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claim...
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a Skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a Skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by...
You mentioned that... I thank you for...
Your kind...
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again. It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep...
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own cult.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of His divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I haven't the luxury of being able to satisfy my hunger on staunch blood and lifeless flesh.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges... You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
My discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism, perhaps even heal you. If what old Bridget says is true, I'll give you some of mine.
I'd rather not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have no choice, Sean. It's the only way to protect your cheptel, those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reed. God made me this way. Who am I to disobey His will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth?
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I can't imagine God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage. Drink, friend.
No.
I said kneel and drink. Now.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Ain't safe here for a gentleman. Hey! Don't come no closer! It's one of them!
"29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me? There's been a fight here. This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that? It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Go back home, idiot! Steady, boys! Over there! Watch it! It's a killer!
Expire and be found here. You're surprising. Occasionally, you make
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. Only a golden watch in her pockets. Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out. This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it. I have this thirst for blood.
Jonathan!
What was that? I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you. They've all been butchered. I can still sense a presence.
Are you all right?
My name...
I do.
Yes.
Are you on your...
I have... Thank you.
Tell me...
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others.
At this time...
The worst...
Did he harm...
Matthew...
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why...
You don't understand.
As harsh as this...
I never...
Have you recent news?
From what I have...
You should go home now.
No, not yet. I miss my dear Matthew so much.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame...
I'm a...
White?
No.
May I ask...
You could say...
Thank you for...
You realize...
Why?
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead.
You sound like...
Let's just...
Please...
You realize...
Why?
But you're...
You sound...
Let's just...
Please...
You should... Thank you.
Maybe I...
Goodbye for now.
You know
you can trust me. Why have you not spoken to me?
I feel someone's eyes upon my neck.
In the name of Christ, someone help me! God help, please. You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes. I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Oh, so that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head, one in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good. Assassin! Come to me, Jonathan. I'll do to you what you did to Dorothy Crane. Give me your blood, priest. My final thoughts are just to... You left me resting.
Sobe nele, deu hit, sei lá. Um ataque a distância, vai matar osso, mano.
What have you done? Abomination! Kiss me again. You left me to rot in this grave. Come to me, Jonathan. You've killed me, brother.
Você é louco, mano. Difícil pra caramba passar nela, hein? Mano, tá treta, velho. Acho que as habilidades que eu uso não tem a distância, mano. Isso tá difícil. Os ataques à distância não tá difícil, mano. Tem que ver aqui as habilidades, porque eu não tenho habilidade à distância, eu acho. Arma, não tô com arma. Eu não equipei armas, entendeu? Nem melhorei, nem fiz melhoria de armas. Nossa, esse boss tá treta, a irmã dele, mano. Fiquei surpreso pra caramba dela ter sobrevivido. Sobrevivido não, né? Transformado em vampiro, pra mim tinha morrido. Tô curtindo esse jogo pra caramba, mano. Isso é louco. Olha eu aqui, 3 horas da manhã jogando um jogo desse.
Help me!
rot in this grave!
Caramba, o especial dela é treta, hein? Ela só joga o bagulho.
In the name of Kinslayer!
Come to me, Jonathan. I'll do to you what you did to Dorothy Crane. Rest in peace, monster. Give me your blood, priest. Their final thoughts are just to die for. What have you done? Abomination! Kiss me again, brother. You left me to rot in this grave. Come to me, Jonathan. Rest in peace, monster. Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
Caramba, que triste, hein, mano. Que triste, velho. Troféu conquistado. Ave Maria. Bom, acho que deve já ter encerrado o capítulo 3, galera. Eu espero ter encerrado já o capítulo 3, porque já é 3 horas, 3h20. Tem que ficar descansado, né? Hoje à noite eu trampo. Então tem que descansar legal, mano. Loading demora muito nesse jogo, mas mano, esse jogo é muito louco, mano. Esse jogo é da hora. A história dele, a gameplay, mano, o combate é muito bom nesse jogo.
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
Capítulo 4. Febre insistente. A Grande Caçada. Capítulo 4. A Grande Caçada. Manos, vou encerrar agora, certo? Vou encerrar a live agora. Vou terminar aqui. Antes de encerrar a live, quero agradecer a todos os inscritos aí, certo? E se você é novo por aqui, já deixe seu like, ative sua inscrição também, faça parte da nossa família Max Gameplay. É nóis, irmãos. Vamos ver qual que é esse bagulho aqui, antes de terminar. Tem um Y na descrição, beleza. Então é isso. Deixa eu só clicar aqui. Tem que ir aqui. Qual que é a missão? A Grande Caçada, certo? Capítulo 1 é Quarentena, capítulo 2 Jaleco Branco e capítulo 3 Histórico Familiar. E capítulo 4 Febre Insistente. Então esses são os temas aí. Beleza, galera, vou encerrar o vídeo aí, depois a gente se fala. Tamo junto, forte abraço, valeu!